Hello students, how are you all? As you all know, I am a 9th class biology teacher. I am Mr. Prithviraj. In this class, we will conclude our chapter called cell membrane or plasma membrane. This is our last class for this particular chapter, 4th chapter, a very big chapter. So here, we have just discussed in our last class half of the importance of osmosis in our everyday life. There are a lot of importance are left which we will discuss in our class. As you all can see, it balances pressure and concentration in the semipermeable membrane by transferring water molecules from low concentration site to high concentration site. So as you all can see, importance of osmosis in everyday life or in human body. Here we have discussed several topics also, like what is osmosis, and osmosis allows nutrient-rich liquid to pass through it, okay, and it maintains a perfect amount of solute, ideal amount of solute inside and outside the cell. Now another important thing is it balances pressure and concentration of a semipermeable membrane by transferring water molecules from low concentration region to high concentration region. Suppose this is our cell. This is our cell. Inside cell, water content is increasing. Water content is increasing. So what it will do, what it will happen on the cell, it will try to explode the cell. Means it will try to put lot of pressure on the cell. Now what cell need to do, it will release little bit of water to outside environment. Yes, it will save water molecules to go out. So water molecule will go out. Now the pressure is ideal, concentration is ideal, it won't explode. If water content is less inside the cell, then what will happen? It will save water molecule to come inside. So again, from high concentration region to low concentration region, or from high concentration region to low concentration region, it will send water in and out. Okay. Next, water enters roots because of osmosis. Okay. When we speak about root, as you all can see, this is some kind of, it is a plant. And plant roots are there, right? Suppose this is a plant root. These are root hairs, right? These root hairs, what they do? They absorb. Basically, they absorb water molecules inside it. While absorbing water molecule, what processes they do follow? What phenomena they do follow? They do follow osmosis. Means these roots will be in lack of water molecule. If water molecules are outside the cell, then they will say that please come inside. When the moment water molecules are coming inside, they will go from root hair to this root, and after that they will go to root cortex, and then they will be sending it to leaf for various purposes, for transportation and all. Water moves between cell because of osmosis. Okay, another example, another point. These are two cells. Now from this cell to this cell, water need to go. How it will go? It will go by following osmosis only. Suppose this cell is in need of water, this cell is exploding, means water is exploding here. Then what will happen? This water will go into this water through semipermeable membrane because of osmosis. Okay. Next stage, osmosis help in opening and closing of stomata. Yes, another important thing. When we speak about leaf, if we speak about a leaf, what exactly happens here? The stomata which is there. You know all about stomata, right? Yes, stomata is the one who will send water out, who will ask water to come into, or who will send oxygen and carbon dioxide particles out, and will ask oxygen and carbon dioxide to come inside. When and how you have read in your junior classes in photosynthesis, well, respiration, right? So those stomatas are like this. They are protected by guard cells. Okay, stomata are two guard cells which are protecting. They will open or they will close. They will open or they will close. This opening and closing will be helped of, means this opening and closing will be held by osmosis only. This process is done by osmosis. The phenomena is osmosis. Absorption of useful materials and water through the process of osmosis. Yes, whatever maybe the useful materials are there, which is important for cell or for any other human being, those absorption is also happening because of osmosis. Okay. Next, plants don't exist without osmosis, and no humans at all. Yeah, without osmosis, no plants will exist, no humans will exist in this world. No osmosis, no separation, no expel of toxic waste, no blood will be impure. See, why? Because of osmosis, waste products are going out. Because of osmosis, good products are coming in. You can see alveoli. Alveoli is what? Which receives good blood and make it perfect. Again, they send it back, right? These all stuffs are happening because of osmosis. If osmosis is not there, then there is no separation of toxic waste. There is no absorption of good materials, and there is no purification of blood. That means blood will be completely impure. Now, what exactly is reverse osmosis? Obtaining pure water from concentrated solution is called reverse osmosis. Seawater to good water. Freddie Mercury and David Brownie, they followed this desalination. See, we need to tell you something about reverse osmosis. You might have heard a word called RO. You might have heard a word called RO, right? RO plus UV. When you are buying something called water purifier, there will be written that RO plus UV. UV means ultraviolet. RO means reverse osmosis. What is this reverse osmosis? Usually, when suppose salt water is there here, water is outside. Now what will happen? The water will come inside now. As we have discussed, the water need to come inside. That is what we have discussed, right? Here what it will happen, the salt, dissolved water, this water must go out. This is called reverse osmosis. The process you will be learning in your higher classes, not now. But you need to know if osmosis is done in reverse way, that is known as reverse osmosis. Because of reverse osmosis, we can do desalination, means we can convert salt water into pure water. It is costly though. Who has done this experiment? Scientists named Freddie Mercury and David Brownie. Okay, David Brownie and Freddie Mercury. These are the two scientists who has done this experiment called desalination. Means removing salt from water. Removing salt from water. This is called reverse osmosis, and this is what desalination also. Is that clear? Now activity number 3. Okay. Now let's go with activity number 3. In every activity, I won't write now. I'll explain this activity. Why? Because I brought every experiment. In every experiment, I told you that first activity's name should be, we have to mention our aim. What is our aim? Again I am writing. First thing is our aim. Second thing is our materials required. Okay. First thing is aim. Second thing is our materials required. Third thing is observation. Okay. Last thing is our learning. Last thing is our learning. These are the 4 things which we need to do. So now, to observe diffusion of a soluble dye in water. Now you will see, we will observe diffusion of soluble dye in water. What is this? What are the materials required? Again I will tell you. The materials required are a color dye, a colored dye. Dye means what? Any kind of color. Ink is a dye, violet color ink is a dye, paint is a dye. That's it. You will take dye. Dye means paste of color, liquid color. We need a beaker, and you can take potassium permanganate crystals. That is a dye. Okay. What are they? KMnO4. K potassium, Mn means manganese, O4 means oxygen. So this is called as potassium permanganate. So we will take potassium permanganate crystals. We will take beaker. We need water. Okay, these are materials. Now we will do our observation, means activity. We will do our activity. Sorry, here we need to write activity. After doing activity, now see, now we will do our activity. We will place water. We will put potassium permanganate crystals. After putting those crystals, you see the entire water will turn into violet color. The entire water will be turning into violet color after some time. You don't need to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You just put crystals and leave like that. You just put crystals and leave like that. You will see soon they are turning into violet color. Why? Why they have turned into violet color? This is because the water molecules are running here and there continuously. The water molecules are running here and there continuously. And what exactly happened when you placed KMnO4 inside it? The potassium permanganate violet color crystals, they were like salt. When you put inside the water, they dissolved, and after dissolving, they all distributed equally throughout the solution. They distributed equally throughout the solution. This is what our observation. What we have learned? KMnO4 dissolved and distributed uniformly. Crystal dissolved and started moving in the direction of lower concentration region. Wherever the concentration of KMnO4 was loose or low, this high concentration region to low concentration region they moved. Right? Suppose when you place here KMnO4 was there, much. This area was much concentrated for KMnO4. Now what happened? They went several directions so that they will be uniformly distributed. In this way they have distributed uniformly. Now they form an equilibrium state. You see all over the places you will see equal amount of violet color. The process through which some material kept in a medium like air or water spread equally is called diffusion. The process through which some materials kept in a medium like air or water distributed equally is called diffusion. Okay. What is the importance of diffusion in our life? It distributes ions and molecules throughout the protoplast in our cell membrane. No? This is our nucleus, this is cytoplasm, this is cell membrane. Except cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm both will be known as protoplasts. So whatever materials get into the cell, they will be distributed equally because of diffusion. Diffusion will make it distribute whole around the area which is available. It will make it equal. Osmosis will what? Osmosis will allow materials to pass through it, and after passing, the equal distribution will be done by diffusion. Okay? Transpiration of water vapors from stomata. From stomata means leaf. From a leaf, if transpiration is happening, means water molecules are going out, this is also because of diffusion. Next, diffusion keeps the wall of the internal plant tissue moist. Plants or animals, whoever them maybe they are, their internal walls are protected. Okay. Graham's law of diffusion. Graham's diffusion law states that the substance which is more soluble will diffuse more faster. Now you see, air is soluble much faster as compared to anything else. Air is everywhere. So the diffusion takes place in air is also very fast. Water is also a kind of much faster diffusion takes place in water as compared to solid. See, for example, if you want to combine a salt water in water, they will combine much faster. But if you want to combine salt in water, you need to stir. So Graham's law of diffusion states that the substances which are more soluble diffuse faster as compared to less soluble substances. Okay? And last, this is your job to write the difference between osmosis and diffusion. Very important. So in this particular chapter, we have learned about semi-permeable membrane and its work. Along with that, we have learned properties called osmosis and diffusion. I hope you have learned a lot of things from this chapter. By taking this note, we will leave. Bye-bye. And one more thing. Please write osmosis and diffusion difference. Bye.